Peter here from VolumeAction.com. I want to say hello to my subscribers. I will do the recap on USD and what we may expect in next week, in my opinion. First of all, I hope you took a good pips here. If you bought, I alerted you about to watch for buying opportunities in USD since we are in good bullish trend on short midterm perspective. The good buying positions here on Euro was when the price broke this supply trend line, created good accumulation, reaccumulation base here, and price broke. We saw the clear sign of strength here. As you can see, price went about 100 pips higher. Very good price action. Went to retest this area and then again exploded bullish. And I took, and some of my students also took 3 to 4% on this bullish momentum. What we got right now, so I hope you took good pips. I alerted you about what potential buying opportunities here. Since I'm very busy with my own trading, I will try to post, recap and potential, in my opinion, on what will be for the next week. Since what we got from the previous week, what we created so far, we created, in my opinion, very good potential reaccumulation base here again on the top. As you can see, price made some buying climatic action, which is the stopping action here. Price stopped around 1.1435, let's say, and then price went lower about almost 100 pips, made automatic reaction here, which is where we formed this support. Later on, price reacted here, made some creek here, did a secondary test here, according to 30-minute secondary test, and then this is the spring. I also tried to sell a smaller position here, but at this stage here to potentially catch distribution, but we saw after the news actually that large operators and strongholders, they're still pretty bullish on this pair, and they confirmed that bullishness, let's say, because of this big sign of strength happening here. Price went faked, sellers here went higher about 120 pips, confirming that price really and that large operators really wants to see this euro higher, and they will push this higher, attract the public. So in my opinion, later price can really go higher. But first of all, I want to say that we are near the 161.8% major. As you can see here, we got 161.8 around 1.1475. That is the Fibonacci expansion 161.8 from this ABC. This is also supply, a big supply zone here, I must say. So as you can see, big supply zone here, and that may be a good resistance for the, and it is good resistance according to previous price action. But anyway, what we got according to the price action and what we created, showing us that this reaccumulation may result much higher euro, and we may expect really the price go next week, retest this, it's about 30 pips, and then go much higher. 1.1600 is then some potential area. Then we have the 1.1800 area, which is I will explain you on the, if you go to the monthly time frame, you will see that there is a swing low again according to price action, resistance around 1.1, let's say 900 is this area, and then we have 1.2 area also according to previous price action, where we saw the major bullish movement in this stage and in this stage here. So pay attention on these levels, because we may go to test that before we see any, let's say, any distribution which may affect some larger supply on the market. So again, since we don't have any big distribution here happening, for example this distribution here, It's just corrected distribution where we went lower, that's true, about 200 pips, but later we created accumulation and so on, and we went much higher, 250, and I'm still expecting bullish, and I will potentially build buying positions next week. Also we have spring here, so shakeout, market broke here, and then you see big sign of strength here. This is potential last point of support, also happening on the recent swing highs, which confirmed this support. So in my opinion, we may expect really higher prices, and my advice to watch for potential buying opportunities. Also keep an eye on this 1.1475 area, which is the major 161.8 expansion. So that's it for this analysis. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you also took good pips on GBP, USD, and Euro on my recent trading ideas, and I told you to watch buying opportunities. I hope you took good pips there. Selling is very risky in USD. If we don't see some big distribution happening, you know, and some big base to form, we may still go higher and higher with you know, little corrections, larger or I don't expect some big larger corrections, but normal corrections, you know, normal bearish corrective phase are expected, you know. So that's all for this analysis, guys. If you like my analysis again, and if you want to learn my method to understand the volume principle, to understand how to trade with large operators and try to follow them and benefit from them, also to identify the good trend channels, also to use the multi-Fibonacci zones and so on, you can start my mentorship program. It's 7-day course where I teach you all I'm using in my analysis, and give you a template, everything, you know. And also I will give you the full support after the program, and stay in touch. I'm always in touch with my students. We work together, and we create good success so far. This year we have the good success. Last 2 years we also got good success. So if you want to join us, you know, you can contact me on my Skype, or visit more about my mentorship program on my website volumeaction.com, www.volumeaction.com, and if you like, you can start the mentorship program. So bye bye for now, and I wish you good trading and trade safe.